Pokemon, gotta catch 'em, meet you and me. We're not there yet. We will when the episode starts, and that episode is episode 55. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back into the second half and then some of this series where I play Pokemon after watching Pokemon. And now that we have a wrap up, currently we will be in the background catching Tauros. I think we left off at 12 last time. Not exactly sure. Kind of lost count. Doesn't really matter. You know what does matter? Episode 55, Pokemon Paparazzi. In 3, 2, 1. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. Catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will catch all the Tauros just like Ash did back all that time ago. He went through the Safari Zone and only caught Tauros. He had 30 balls. Apparently none of them missed or broke out. Oh. Pokemon. Pokemon. And then the tradition of back after the episode, back to the show, these little bits that have to exist in there for some reason. Episode start now. Ooh. Rice balls. Oh, you could feed the Pokemon rice balls? Oh, he's so cute. I want rice balls. Do they season the rice balls? What? Why are you throwing the rice? Wait. What'd you put in the middle of it? I didn't know there was something in the rice ball. Is that a cannon? Oh. Okay, don't. What? He doesn't have to be plotting. All right, it's a little creepy. All right, it's a bit of a zoom. You get. No. Well, I mean, it's not. Okay. I can tell what that is. All right, maybe not. Wait a minute. What? What? Okay, they're making it out to be like a sniper. No, the rice. What? Pokemon paparazzi. I mean, they say paparazzi, so. No. What is Squirtle gonna do? Okay. Oh, well, they did find somebody. Come on, man. He's got an expensive camera. Be careful with that. What if it's digital? $19.99? It's possible. Well, priorities. No, come on. Ash, cool it. You're out in public. His name is Snap. Pokemon Snap. All right, maybe don't phrase it like that. It's gray area. What? What is happening? Scene transition. And they kind of saw the Aerodactyl. That's the... It's just a snap by. Snap. Why is this silhouetted, man? So there is color in the... What? What? When was the first digital camera? I've looked this up before, but I don't remember. Okay, 1975. That's not the same... Well... Available to the public? 1990? Okay. Digital photography. Become mainstream. Mid to late 1990s. So it's very possible his kids are using that digital. Pancakes? With the pancakes? Okay, you're... I get where he... It's a little different. You take a picture of the Pikachu eating the... No. You spin the... What is wrong with you? 13, maybe. I don't think Pikachu's comfortable in this situation. I mean, I kind of get the... Hey, now we're talking maybe 14 right there. It's not natural. He just said. Oh. Yeah, Snap's right. Well, okay. Let's not get into what ought to be. So, like, wild Pokemon pictures isn't a thing? It's kind of the whole point of Pokemon Snap, the game. The way they should be. All right, calm down. You're indoors. You're indoors. Just keep that in mind. All right, everybody, just... What, are you going to trade exposure, you guys? Good thing Onyx fits. Everybody's obsessed with Pikachu. He was about to, you jerk. What? But he can't tell you why. What? 15. All right, so who's he working for? Team Rocket? Oh, God, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Pikachu's not wild. It's not going to be natural no matter what, but also where did they, so they just left? Oh, so he's going to, this is weird. Okay, there it is. Wait, they already have photographs with it. Picture of Pikachu's butt. All right, so they tricked Snap. Maybe 16? Perfectly. What exactly? Oh. Forget that telephoto lens again. Do your weird trick where you spin the DSLR around. Oh, you guys are idiots. Why are they? They're still in the restaurant, wherever they are, or someone's house, or wherever they are. Was that for the kids? Was that reveals because they didn't? What? Back to the show. It's Geodude. Geodude. I wonder if they recorded all of them, or only the ones they would use for the show. Why is there trash flying? Also, you missed. Oh, he was in the trash. He popped out. Why is the camera upside down? Wait, what? Ash, what are you? You're not helping. Snapper? What? So strange. If you guys have a... What is your plan? Well, what did they discover? What? Fools. What? Okay, so now they're just coming up with multiple plans. Why? Why would that be a good place to... Wait. This is really dramatic for a wildlife photographer. Clearly, this is what I'm doing wrong. I need way more flair. What do you mean? What? About Snarl? They're not Garn. Gee, you wonder. There we go. It's not the first time. You've done this before. 17? Maybe. Am I pointing the right way? I'm not even. It's over there. Dang it. No, you landed on me, jerk. 18, 17, 18, something like that. We're getting way more during this than we are during the episode. I mean, other way. Okay, so it's not digital. They're going to smack him. Launched him. Would you... Why are there bricks underneath and why are they breaking? What? What? Why was there... Wait, what? What's a sewer underneath? Boy, I hope you trust that camera strap. I wouldn't trust that with the weight of a full-grown teenage boy, an 11-year-old, and a Pikachu. Well, yeah. What, did you think he was a jerk? It should be watertight. I mean, it looks pretty robust. I don't know how it would be ruined. Why are they keeping up the act? Why are they talking like old? They're still... Wait. Hey, you know what? It's different. Fair enough. I bet those actors got real tired of having to do this every episode. What is this extendo net? Why? That's a bomb. What on earth? How many of those do you have? What? 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 Pikachu's still... What? Okay. Good thing that didn't hurt him. Why did they think that was going to save them? Quite a poem. Literally floating in midair. I mean, 19? It's this way. Dang it. I think. 19. No, don't do it. Focus on only the Pikachu. And Togepi. Yet, like, it's something he control. Uh-oh. But are words currency? What was that? Okay, well, end of the episode. Let's begin playing the game. You'll never guess it, but it's Toro's time. We actually made a decent amount of progress today, so far. I feel, maybe it's because we're not paying as much attention, but I feel like we got way more during the episode than we did last time. I mean, during the gameplay portion. It's fine. We're working our way there. I want to say it's 19 right now, but I may have missed one. I'm not incredibly confident about that number, but what a great episode. Obviously, I had to connect with this one because the kid was a wild Pokemon photographer, wildlife photographer of some kind. But they sure did set that up creepy. Is that a weird concept to explain to kids? I guess? In the 90s? In the late 90s? I also thought it was maybe a digital camera because apparently that could have been the case, but no, it said film. They specifically called out him using film. So, is there anything interesting about this episode that we could learn from the Wikipedia entry, maybe? We ran out of safari balls. Oh, this episode was the first to air in Japan after the theatrical release of Mewtwo Strikes Back, the first Pokemon movie. But that would not have happened in the US until much later on, right? I think so. When Todd is trying to take a picture of who's Todd? Todd Snap? Did they ever once say his name? I may have just spoiled that for myself. One of the few 4Kids episodes in which rice balls are referred to properly. Yeah, they've talked about that. I've seen mention of that before, that like they call them jelly donuts at some point, which was quite strange. They're rice balls. But apparently Ash mistakes his camera for a sniper, yeah. Which he imagines shooting Brock the first time a character is seen dying in the animated series, though it's not real. No kidding. I didn't realize that. Oh, wait. Originally, Todd's name was dubbed as Snap because of potential issues with Kellogg's over one of the mascots of Rice Krispies. The episode was redubbed and aired in the United States with his name as Todd. The Snap dub was used in airings outside of the United States when Cartoon Network gains the right to air first run Pokemon Stream older ones on Toonami Jetstream. They chose to use the Todd dub, retconning his full name to Todd Snap. Okay, in what we just watched, it was Snap. I didn't even realize that. If you're watching a different version with a different dub, it sure would be interesting if that whole time I referred to the kid as Snap and they were calling him Todd. I had no idea. And nothing else really. Just looking through things here to see if there was anything else, but no, not really. That's fine. Oh well. it's a little iffy. Obviously, if we're going to talk about this episode, hitting close to home with, I agree with so many of the sentiments. I would prefer to go take pictures of wildlife in a natural habitat than in an enclosure somewhere or at a zoo. I have done that before, but I don't feel the same way about those as finding something in the wild. It's not quite the same when it comes down to it. However, wildlife doesn't really work the same way in our world as it does in their world, where the fact that they also join up and have friends and have adventures and they capture them. It's not a one-to-one. So I can understand where they wanted the idea of, I think that's 20. I think we're 2/3 of the way there. I can understand why they would want to do whatever, giving them the opportunity to, what? I don't know where I was saying. You ever just start something and go, I'll find the way along the, I'll figure out what I was saying along the way. I have no idea where I was going with that particular point. Obviously, I would, take pictures of Pokemon in natural habitats. That's Pokemon Snap. I don't have Pokemon Snap 2. I don't know why. I wish they hadn't made it a phone. I know that it's a mobile, camera, a phone camera that you use. That's the only thing I know about it. And that didn't prevent me from buying it. It's just because it's expensive. And I haven't gotten around to it, but I should. I'd like to do that. It's a fun game. At least the first one was. I assume the second one was just more of that. But they had so much more, They definitely could have made it more... I mean, you're making it accessible to children. Children are most likely going to have access to a phone, and so the stuff would work on there. But it's not like, you could teach them a little if you used a real camera and was like, hey, you've got a zoom lens, or, switch to this or whatever. Photography doesn't really have a lot of good video game options if you're trying to emulate that. There's a lot of cameras in games. We've gone through all that before. Playing Red Dead and using some of the camera options there, and the fact that they actually gave some realism to it, which is pretty cool. Because if you think about it, when they make a video game, especially nowadays, they do use realistic aspects when it comes to the cameras. So that's kind of neat, with blending the two favorite things that I enjoy. I remember wishlisting a game on Steam for years now that has never actually released, and I don't know if it's a real thing or if it's just like some people throw together something and then park it. For what reason? I don't know. Maybe because they think someone else is gonna... I think that's 21 maybe? Close enough. If we can get another few, the box will be full, and then we really will know when we are at 27. Yeah, I think it's definitely a thing. It's the same thing with people buying like domain names that they think could be popular just to sit on them and wait for someone to offer them money. And while I don't think that's necessarily something, I really hope that the game actually comes out. It was a wildlife photography game. I think birds specifically, if I want to say it correctly. But yeah, it's never actually, maybe somebody, hey, I totally understand if it was, I had the idea and the dream to do it and they got it out there to see if anybody wanted it. And then either they lost interest or there wasn't enough, justification to continue going with that, if that was the only reason they were doing it, rather than it being a passion project. I get it. I understand. I would just play that game a lot if it was realistic. It'd be tough. It'd be really cool if you got camera manufacturers on board so that they could actually like put realistic camera options and things like that in the game and make it very realistic. But I don't think photography is one of those hobbies where I don't know how much crossover there is between wildlife photography specifically and video game people. I certainly don't meet very many people who are doing wildlife photography and when they go home play video games. But I'm sure it exists. I'm sure that's a bigger thing than I would have thought. What? Anyway, cool episode. Didn't have to be real creepy about it with the way he was going about it at first. And they certainly didn't have to accuse. That's why you don't take pictures of people out there. I certainly don't. Camera lenses pointed towards wild things only. Although I have had instances where I've been watching birds and someone's like come up, and I guess just so it's not awkward, they've made the joke about like, oh, take my picture now. And I'm like, ha 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 ha. Just go. I'm busy. I'm doing something. I'm not here to, just go. Thank you. I have absolutely had that on multiple occasions. That has been the instance of the reaction of people when they see me out there. But again, it's not a one-to-one correlation with what we saw in the episode. It can't be, because again, people don't, capture wildlife and make them friends and battle in a whole thing. It's a fantasy world, and it makes sense. That's fine. 22, hopefully. It's gonna be funny if I'm off count. But yeah, pretty cool. We're getting there. I assume within the next episode we will be done. I don't know if we'll get it today. I mean, it's possible. Well, we've already gotten 10 so far in 30-ish minutes. If the numbers come up, there's a chance we could get it today. But now that I think about it, it doesn't seem super likely. I don't know what the catch rate is, but it's probably pretty small. I'll be interested to see the range. I don't think we managed to catch, like, their levels go down to 7. More common, I think I see 14 and somewhere in the 20s, like that 24 we just saw. And then all the way up in the 30s. And I don't think we've ever caught a 30. Do you think if you cross your eyes and look at what the glitched sprites, you'll be able to actually see what's underneath? It'll reveal. So what were those called? What were the images that, like, I had such a tough time with it because I couldn't really cross my eyes. Someone had to teach me to, like, look at your finger and then bring your finger in. And the way my eyes work, I don't think it actually does. I have no idea if that's doing anything. I think when I've done it before and looked and someone has explained it to me, they're like, no, only one eye is doing that. The other eye's not anywhere close to it. It's like, yeah, I don't think I have full control over both my eyes like that. One of them's always kind of been weaker than the other. Anyway, I don't remember what those things were called, where you crossed your eyes to a 23, maybe? Somewhere in there. I think we're definitely in the 20s now. God, Ash, why did you have to catch only 30 toros? There are so many other things here that we could be doing. Anyway. Crossing your eyes and looking at images. I especially remember that. If I had to think back about it, I remember those on the back of cereal boxes. Which I probably would have been eating cereal while playing my Pokemon. Sounds like something that I would... Not really. Well, maybe. Maybe if I got to borrow the Game Boy Color from somebody. One of the older siblings who actually had a Game Boy Color. I don't think I ever actually played Yellow. I remember somebody getting Yellow. I think the oldest sibling was like, oh, well, obviously I have to have the one where the Pikachu follows you, even though we had Blue before that. Somebody had it, and I think that's what I played when we were allowed to take turns, which meant you played all the way through. Can we please delete your save? So that we can, maybe 24? Someone else can play. Because I'm pretty sure it was only one save slot. Pretty sure that's how that went. But then Yellow. I must have forgotten to press record on that one. Whoops. I just noticed my backup audio is not going. That's fine. Maybe 25? Okay, okay. That's good. See, there's like lighter pixels on in their image. It's weird. Maybe that's 26. If that's 26, that'd be a full box. Let's see if my count was right. Come on. Come on. Did I manage to keep it? Oh, I did. Look at that. Nice. Nailed it. Which means we only need 3 more. Wait, 4. No, 3 more. Yes, I wanted to leave. I hit the wrong button. Here's the end of my safari balls. Oh, we are getting close. With 10 minutes left? Maybe if we continue at this rate. How do we get out of here? Help me, I'm stuck. Fuchsia City, if you could hire a landscaper to clear out some of these things, make a path. I'm not usually all for the destruction of nature and removing trees, but at this point you actually do, it does cause kind of a problem with people getting in and out and around in an efficient manner. I know, just get a Pokemon that has cut, but no! That should be 27, because we have 1 on me, a full box of 20, and 6 in the other box. No. Yes, it's okay, but I don't need to change the box now. We are on box 3. Right? We just did that. Yes, I think. If somehow I managed to go through that and not do that, even though it did the save thing. Alright, 3 more. And we can move on to whatever's next, which I don't know. I was kind of waiting to see when they do the actual Cinnabar Island, which no mention of it last time because we had a whole paparazzi adventure. But the next episode is called The Ultimate Test, and you know what? Just out of curiosity. Let me pull it up so I can see the... Ash signs up to take an exam to be admitted to the Pokemon League. Okay, that's not what I was expecting. Okay, so not Cinnabar Island, but we'll start working our way there. Obviously, I don't want to get ahead. They technically, they said it's the island. It's not like they're changing that in any way. It is the island. But what I'm curious about is how they get there, because we have a Lapras. Someone just gave it to us. And so we can obviously teach that Surf and then use that. But if that's not how they do it in the show, if he specifically teaches something else, no, surely not. I don't want to look it up because I want to know in the episode, but I do want to know if, like, if there's something specific. The only way that could be a problem would be if we... Are they going to do a full episode of them, like, traveling along the ocean? No, they're just going to be at Cinnabar Island. If they even show it at all. If they show how they travel to get there, it's not going to be... It'll be a montage at best, so it'll be done in one episode and then all of a sudden they're at the gym. That's exactly what will happen. Which leaves us a little bit of a problem when it comes to emulating what they do there, because it'll take us at least 1, if not 2, to get there, right? The fact that we'll be battling everything along the way, leveling up our Pikachu, I assume. And Squirtle, even though there's going to be water types. Do we get to just go straight to the gym? Oh, we might want to make our way there as soon as possible, because I've had the thought here that I think you have to go through like a Zubat cave or something. Oh man, am I remembering that right, or is that another game? I think that is this one, isn't it? Yeah, we should wrap this up and start making our way to Cinnabar Island as soon as possible. Now, if you Tauros could hear me and be cool. Nice. 28. 2 more. Here we go. Can we do it? Probably not with a 32. I don't think we've managed to do that even once. Yeah. You get a 1 and done, and they have a very low catch rate. Pretty rare. Pretty rare. I bet that's like the, what's the rarest Pokemon you can find in a, in the Safari Zone? Is it Chansey? We saw a couple Kangaskhan. Never saw a Chansey. But they told us about a Chansey. Can you catch a Dratini in here? There's definitely some 1% chance rates. Hold on, I looked it up at one point. I might still have that tab pulled up, but I have to keep walking around. Bum, 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 bum. There is a Tauros. We even get to see it. That would be cool. Okay. 5%, 15, 20, 1%. 1% is Chansey in this particular area. Let's check over here. Scyther is a 1% chance, along with a Pinsir. So technically, Chansey, Scyther, or Pinsir, depending on what version you have. That's that area. Let's keep going. 1% chance of a Pinsir. Yep, same thing. Keep it going down the list. 1% Tangela. Oh, Tangela and Kangaskhan are on the same level as 1% chances. Chansey, yep. Dragonair. Okay, so a 1% chance to find a Dragonair by using the Super Rod while fishing in a specific area. So there was a chance. I did remember something about a Dratini. Now, Dratini is a 15% chance, but yeah, Dragonair is a 1%. I don't think it gets any less than a 1%. So there's a bunch of them tied at 1% to be the rarest. Dragonair, Kangaskhan, Dragonair. Yep, okay. Now, I wonder how that works. Technically, it is the same percentage chance between walking through the grass and finding Kangaskhan. Was it Kangaskhan? I think it was a Kangaskhan. Really? We saw 2 1% chances while we were walking through? It might not have been 1% the whole way. There's 29. One more. Here we go. Chansey, Scyther, Pinsir, and I wanted Tangela at some point, apparently. And was it a... What is it, Kangaskhan that I read? I've already forgotten what I was scrolling through. There were so many tables. But yes, 1% chance to find a Dragonair. That's nuts. Because it's fishing, too. So you got to go in the water. Like, that's where I would, even though it's a 1% mathematically, it's the same thing. There's no way, because you have to be in the water, which means you're already taking a chance of finding... Well, no, I guess you could just sit in one spot and fish. No, never mind. I guess it all would be the same. I've never even heard of a Dragonair. I had a thought in my head that there was a Dratini. Wait, that's because of the show. That was the episode. The Safari Zone thing was the episode with the Dratini. Right? It was banned. It was the guy with the gun and the Dratini, and that happened around the Safari Zone. Didn't it? There's another way. Can't you get it from the game corner? I think so. It would be really cool if we could catch it in the next minute and a half and end on time. I can go a little bit over, but not much. Like, I can go another 8 minutes right now. I have to stop it. Oh, boom, there's 30. Yes, just in time. There we go. Thank you for the perfect timing on that ending. That should give us 30. Let's go count. Leaving early? Yes, I am. Here are my extra safari balls. Goodbye. Oh, what? Professor Oak, I have Tauros for you. I went to the Safari Zone. I did exactly... That's not too bad for the amount of time that took us to do that. Yeah, we'll have to start heading to Citabar, and I guess I'll take a Lapras out and make sure no surf. It's the best I can do, I think. Alright, this is going to be a bit of a process here, but let's go ahead and take care of this real quick because I don't want to ever have to think about it again. We're going to deposit this Tauros, and we're going to go pull the other ones out. Yes, it's fine. Change back to box 1. Now, we have to do a whole swapping thing here. No, why did I just do that? Okay. We need to withdraw Tauros. Then we have to deposit Bulbasaur. Then we have to withdraw Tauros. Then we have to deposit... Yeah, we're going to have to do this, but we can't go all of them, so we have to jump back and forth. Ah, dang it. Tauros. Deposit that one. Because we can't do all 6 at once. Take that one. We can do one more. Oh, wait. Did I miscount? Oh, no. Hopefully not. Okay, hold on. Change box. Yes, save the data. That's fine. Change it to... Yes. No. Ah! I'm hitting the button. I'm trying to get through it. Yes, that's okay. Take me to box 3. Deposit. Tauros. Deposit. Tauros. Deposit. Tauros. Deposit. Tauros. Deposit. Tauros. Now change box. Yes, that's okay. Back to box 1. Withdraw the Tauros. No. There's none left. Okay. So we know we have a full box in box 2. We just need to go see if we have 10 here. Because I deposited 1 already. I think that's where it got a little. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah. Oh no. I think I miscounted. I think I need 1 more. Dang it. How did I do that? Did I not actually have 6 in the thing? I've got nothing left. Ah. Shoot. How did I manage that? I had 1 in the party. I thought I managed to catch 6 more. It must have been 5. I must have messed that up. So this whole time I've been off. Oh, man. Yeah, because we have 20 in the box. Unless it's 21, which, why would that be? Dang it. So close to being done. Come on, we got to get 1 more. Here's hoping we can just walk in, cruise in, grab it, and go. Come on. It's all glitchy. Level 14. Come on, we can do it. Please. I want to be done. Ah, dang it. Da, 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 da. Let me finish. I want to be done with this. I just need 1 more Tauros. I don't know how I managed that. I really thought I had 6 in the first box, which I just pulled out. 1 in the party, making it 7. Then I caught a full thing of 20, putting me at 27. Then I caught 3 more just now, after we changed boxes. It must not have been. I must have only had 5. Because I really, really thought... Dang it. Come on. We just need 1 more. I really have to end soon, but I just need 1 more. Come on. Come on. We're down to the wire. I'm starting to think about how much time I really need. I have to go, realistically, in like 3 minutes. I have to drop everything and then go. I have to get showered and shaved, and I have to eat dinner, and I have D&D tonight, which is in like 2 hours from now. Well, really, I need to be done in an hour and a half, and I want to eat dinner. I can eat dinner quickly. I'm just sacrificing, like, I'm going to be rushing to make and cook and eat dinner after taking a shower. It's fine. It's fine. The stakes aren't that big. It's going to be fine. It's not what I wanted to do today. I want to be done. And I'm so close. There's just 1 more. Yes, I could save it for next time and we could do it during the episode, but like, There we go. Level 36. Boom. Done. Perfect. We have 2 minutes. Get back to the base. Base? What? Get back to the Pokemon Center. That's 30. Now we're done. No. Yes, thank you. I thought I hit B on that. Okay. Now get me back. Bicycle over to the Pokemon Center. We're here. We're ready to go. I'm just going to go grab... I'm going to go deposit this one in box 3. That'll give me the 10. We have a full box of 20. We are done. We caught the 30. How do we... No, we got to go down and around. I hate this place. I hate this place because I don't have a Pokemon that knows cut at any point ever, because Dash doesn't do that. Come on. Down, around, into here. Finally finished. Really not that bad. 2 episodes is not that bad. I kind of thought that was going to take way longer, and it absolutely would have taken us 100 if we had to catch them without, putting in the code. Without a doubt. Yes, I understand. Go ahead and change it to box 3, please. Put in my 10th one. Tauros. And just to confirm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you. Yes, I understand. Data will be saved. That's fine. Back to box 1. Thank you very much. Withdraw my Pokemon. I need a Lapras, apparently. Now I need... that Bulbasaur. Then I need to grab Ash's other Pokemon, including a Pidgeotto. Then we need his Charizard. That is the next one we need. Last but not least, we need Squirtle. He will be the hero of the next gym, I'm pretty sure. Now we can turn off that cheat before we forget about it and leave it there. Now we can save the game. Thanks, everybody. See you all next week for episode 56 in the ultimate test. Not quite what I was thinking it would be. Kind of hoping we should be heading to Cinnabar, but I guess we still have more than 20 episodes. So yeah, we're going to find some stuff to fill up the time. We'll figure it out. We'll start heading towards Cinnabar ourselves, and then I think we might have a cave to go through. I don't remember. Been a really, really long time since I played the original Pokemon game. Next week, everybody. See you then. Bye.